When you start planning your wedding, it feels like everything costs a fortune. Trust me, I've been there. When my husband and I were planning our own wedding, I remember looking at venue quotes and literally feeling my heart sink. But here is the thing I learned. Some of the most magical, memorable wedding moments come from the smallest, most personal touches that cost almost nothing. And in this video, I want to share my ideas on creating your dream wedding without breaking the bank. Today I'm sharing exactly 100 wedding ideas that are all under $100 each. And yes, you heard that right, 100 specific ideas. These aren't just budget hacks. These are real beautiful ways to make your wedding absolutely stunning without the stress of overspending. And I personally use so many of these for our own wedding, and our guests are still talking about them years later. So grab your notebook, maybe a cup of coffee, and let's count through these amazing budget-friendly ideas that will make your wedding day absolutely perfect. Let's start with the ceremony itself, because this is where the real magic happens, right? So the first idea is to use handwritten programs on craft paper. This costs around $15 for beautiful personal programs that guests keep as keepsakes. The second idea is to buy paper flowers for aisle decoration made of crepe paper. You're looking at a set of 24 flowers for $19 that will last forever. You can use this to decorate your ark or wooden wall backdrop for your ceremony instead of buying real flowers. The next idea is scent unity ceremony with meaningful scent. This one completely free if you use scent from special places in your relationship. Mason jar aisle lighting with battery fairy lights. So $30 gets you 8 items for magical pathway lighting. The fifth idea is fabric ceremony backdrop. Just $10 for one panel creates a dreamy focal point. Dried flowers for tossing instead of traditional rice or petals. $40 covers 50 guests with this eco-friendly option. A handmade ring pillow can cost you $10 and become your personal keepsake. Idea number 8 is chalkboard welcome sign. The price varies depending on color and size, but count on roughly $20 for personalized guest greeting. Family photo memorial display costs about $20 for honoring loved ones who can't be there. Idea number 10. You can get a round backdrop stand and do it yourself your wedding ark using artificial or natural flowers. Be ready to pay around $70 for a metallic frame. I personally think these ceremony touches create the most meaningful moments. We had a wooden ceremony backdrop decorated with natural flowers, but when I look now at the quality of some artificial flowers available, I think if we had done a mix, we could have really saved a good portion of money, without losing the overall look and impression. Now let's talk about transforming your reception space without emptying your saving account. So you could use string lights across the ceiling. Be ready to pay at least $40 for this magical ambience. Then, as an idea, you could make book centerpieces. Just, take books from home and wrap them in craft paper. You might need less than $10 for this literary romance look. Another idea is to use various glass candle holders with floating candles to create as well different centerpieces. Reserve $9 for 24 pieces of elegant lighting. Flower photo shoot background might cost you almost $100 for stunning photo opportunities. The 15th idea is various table runners. You could get a package of 8 for $20-25 for unforgettable charm. Wine bottle vases with single stems. Reserve $25 for simple elegance. If you're a fan of a balloon arc and want to get one in your wedding colors, allocate at least $20 for this festive decoration. One vintage picture frame for nostalgic charm can cost you $17. If you want to use fabric bunting flags, it costs $15 for 2 strands of 48 flags. The 20th idea that you could use for reception decorations is 3 branch centerpieces with hanging lights. For example, for your autumn wedding, you could get a lighted maple tree for $19. Paper lantern clusters cost $16 for soft lighting. Potted herb centerpieces that guests can take as functional favors cost around $19 each. Lace toilet table overlays for vintage romance cost $10. If you want to do a photo timeline of your relationship, put aside $20 for personal storytelling. This is a particularly well-suited idea if you plan a wedding just for the 2 of you, but then want to celebrate the occasion with your friends after your honeymoon, for example. This is, by the way, exactly what we did for our wedding, and I never regretted it. And the last idea in this part is tissue paper pompons decorations, which cost $10 for colorful fun. Food doesn't have to break your budget to be absolutely delicious and memorable. You could organize a potluck reception with family signature dishes. This one's completely free and comes with incredible personal meaning. The 27th idea on my list is a do-it-yourself lemonade bar with flavored syrups that cost around $20 for refreshing drinks that everyone will love. The 28th idea is creating a cookie bar instead of a traditional wedding cake. You spent about $50 for amazing variety and fun. For winter weddings, the 29th idea is a hot chocolate station that costs $23 for 34 packets and creates the coziest warmth. The 30th idea on the list is a popcorn bar with different seasonings. I would allocate $30–40 for unique snacking that guests will remember. For example, if you're doing a wedding in a movie theme, then you could use this idea. Next up, the 31st idea, a make-your-own trail mix station for $40 of healthy treats. The next idea brings us to a pie station with mini pies. You can get a pretty pie plate for $10 for that home-style dessert filling. For something more intimate, the 33rd idea is a tea ceremony setup for $60. For morning celebrations, choose a pancake breakfast reception that won't cost you much if you enjoy making pancakes. Moving to the 35th idea, a taco bar with simple toppings for casual, delicious dining can be organized and served using beautiful ceramic taco holders that cost $22 each. The 36th idea works beautifully for fall weddings. A soup and bread station can be organized for less than $100. The 37th idea is an ice cream bar. If you are planning to have one, complement the servings with special dessert bowls. A set of 18 you can get for $43. For elegant simplicity, think about getting cheese and crackers display board for $20. The 39th idea brings us back to the basics, with homemade lemonade in glass dispensers for $20. We personally set up a homemade lemonade station for our small summer wedding, and honestly it was a great solution for refreshment on a hot day. And wrapping up this section, the 40th idea is a s'more station for outdoor reception, $30–40 for interactive dessert fun. Personal touches are what make weddings truly unforgettable. So the 41st idea on my list is a vintage typewriter guest book that costs $100 for unique messages your guests will love creating. You could also get a recipe card guest book for cooking couples. Just $10 for practical keepsakes you'll actually use. I personally think the recipe card guest book is genius. You can then use recipes your guests shared, and every meal becomes a little celebration of your wedding day. And of course, the people you love. The 43rd idea brings us to wooden heart guest book pieces for $25 of rustic charm. For simple elegance, the 44th idea is a photo mat signing around your engagement photo. You know, only $14. The 45th idea is one of my favorite. Homemade gem wedding favors that create sweet memories. You can get 30 pack for $19. Next, the 46th idea is perfect for garden lovers. 25 seed packet favors for $10 of growing love. The 47th idea speaks to book lovers everywhere. Personalized bookmarks as a guest favor for $12 each. Moving to the 48th idea, a set of mini potted plants as favors cost $60 for living memories your guests can take home. The 49th idea is soap favors. You can get 12 bars for $25 and pack them in simple craft paper bags that cost $8 extra for 50 items. The 50th idea on our list is a photo timeline display of your relationship for $22 of beautiful storytelling. The 51st idea is so heartfelt, a memory jar for guests to share wishes. That costing around $19. Next idea adds a musical touch. Custom playlist cards for each table. This can be almost for free if you already have a Spotify subscription. You can create playlists based on your relationship with people at each table. Then guests can scan a QR code to listen to their playlist during cocktail hour. Moving to the 53rd idea, a Polaroid guest book with instant photos for immediate memories. Allocate almost $100 for this idea for camera and 40 shots. The 54th idea costs absolutely nothing but is priceless. Handwritten love letters to each other. And rounding out this section, the 55th idea is a family heirloom display table for honoring your heritage. Again, cost almost nothing, you just need to think about some printout to provide a description of the items and why they are important for you. This is again something we incorporated for our wedding celebration, and it serves perfectly as a really nice and meaningful entertainment for our guests. I actually want to end the video here, not to make it too long. I will film the next part with the same name, where I'll share with you beauty and getting ready ideas, venue and location hacks, and much more. So don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment whether you find such videos useful or not. Because it really takes me a while to find those ideas, illustrate them, and find real examples for you. So I will truly appreciate your support if you enjoy watching such kind of videos. Thank you and bye bye!